we we're officially live, people. What's going on?
Go ahead and pour up.
Yeah, it's one of those conversations, man. You definitely want to pour up. And I also had a comment of an individual commented. Shouts out to her for watching the video. She said, Bobby, in other words, you need to shut up a little bit and let the next man talk. Okay, I apologize.
The next man.
Which is you.
Who's that?
I ain't going to drink. I don't want it.
Oh, you don't want that?
No, I'm going.
Oh, okay. You want to try something different?
Yeah.
You too good for the long hair, huh?
With Daphne, yeah.
Oh, you going to drink with Daphne again?
Yeah. People, first and foremost, I'm going to be honest with you. Shots out to Total Wine.
Shit, that'd be good, too.
Daphne is amazing. People, if you haven't been to Total Wine in Coral Spring, I'm going to be honest with you. Daphne has great customer service. She is immaculate when it comes to customer service.
Hey, Daphne, just make sure it look the same way when you go on, when you go on Yelp. Make sure you go to your customer service. You see all what he's saying.
Hey, they left a great review for Total Wine. They had such great customer service. When you go buy liqueurs and all different type of great drinks, they really let you taste the drink and really give you a great opportunity to understand what you're about to invest into. Shouts out to Daphne from Total Wines in Coral Springs, man. Today, we're drinking Rock and Roll Strawberry. It's a tequila. I'm chasing it with Sprite.
Okay.
And I actually got this from Taco Craft.
Okay.
Taco Craft, fire taco spot, seasoned.
Yep, been there.
Great place. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna lie, they made the drink and I had to buy it. What are you drinking on your side?
I got the Lone Head, right? This is the Lone Head peach flavored whiskey. When you get to a certain age, you just don't want to, 70 proof. You don't want to always drink that hard shit. At least on that, for me personally, I like things with some flavor. I want to enjoy the drink. I've been drinking Hennessy straight all my life, so it's time to. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time you switch it up when you grow and you get older, and
it's true. It's true.
Your palate becomes a little bit more seasoned. You want to try different things. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a mixed drink type of guy, so I think it's healthy. But
tonight's topic, we're talking about 10 reasons why women are single in this world today. We're talking about it, of course, from the male's perspective. This is boy Bobby from Mentourme.com alongside
Smikey Advisor. Bobby, why are we talking about this?
Let's be honest.
Let's just be honest, Bobby. Nothing's going to change.
We got to try to help these women. We got to get some of these single women. There's millions of single women complaining they're single. But here's what I started learning, that they don't realize that a big portion of the problem is them and their habits.
Correct.
So I decided this topic here is essential to benefiting women to better dating.
Essential?
Essential. You already know. Listen, Mike. Somebody has to tell the truth when it comes to dating.
Okay.
A lot of us, and I want to be fair, women, a lot of times men are lying to you. They're not being honest when it comes to truthful conversation.
Of course.
When it comes to telling you about yourself, because they don't want to. A lot of men love to say this line: "I don't want to hurt her feelings."
Right.
Not realizing sometimes hurting her feelings can be the best thing for her, because let's say, for example, you two don't work out. When she goes to the next individual and start dating, guess what? She learned from her past relationship.
Yeah, but that doesn't always happen, though. That's a problem. That's why I'm gonna be devil's advocate, because we always said women love this. Well, us as people would say that you know better, you do better, but for some reason, when it comes to relationships, it's not the case. Why is that? And I want to start off with, giving no good men your time.
Oh, facts.
I think that should be number
100%. This is a real problem, Mike. Here's the reality, right? A lot of women love to give no good men everything. They're all.
Well, let's first explain no good men. What would you say is no good men to these women?
A no good man is an individual.
Before you start, Bobby, I don't want to cut you off. But let's set the stage to let the crowd know who we're in reference to tonight, because we know Americans. There was a study done years ago that over 50% are illiterate and don't like to read, and I don't believe that in our country. You know what I'm saying? I do believe we like to read. Statistically, I'm trying to be an optimist here.
You staying positive about the situation.
I'm trying to be positive about the situation. I'm just joking. I know people don't read, but I'm setting the stage because, ladies, this is not for all of you, but for the ones who are single, who are consistently single to the point where they start saying this or selling themselves on this theory. I'm single by choice. No, you're not.
That whole single by choice, that's a lie.
Not saying all of you are not. This is not nothing is absolute. Some of you, yes, are by choice. But 90% of y'all that's single ain't by choice, man. Let's just be real. You're not getting chosen. Nobody's checking for you. And we'll go over what those reasons are here. But, Bobby, go ahead. I know you were talking about giving the no good men your time and explaining what you believe no good men are.
All right, let's really think about this. Okay, women, how do you describe a no good man? No stability in his 30s or 40s, no financial stability. A man that doesn't know how to lead, okay? A man that doesn't know how to give you his
Hold on, Bobby. Because, you got to slow it down for them. You got to speak to them like they're 3 years old.
Why?
Because you don't want to get nothing lost in the weeds because, women listen to what they want to hear. They're very selective listeners.
True.
Right? We know this.
Facts.
Right? Well, I heard you say, what did I say exactly? So, I know you said financial stability. Explain to the ladies what you mean. Are you talking about men who can, stability meaning once the bills come due, you can pay it, or the ball players, the futures that they love to go after? Which financial stability are you talking about?
We're talking about financial. Here's the reality, right?
Because there are levels.
There is levels. Not every woman, from what I started to realize, especially the coaching we're doing, not every woman wants a super successful man. What they do want is just a man they know that, of course, financially is not going to have them struggling. That's not going to make bad decisions when it comes to financial choices. Okay. That's going to put them in a position where if a financial choice had to be made, they're going to make the best one for the family. Based on what they know we're, of course, leveraged on. Okay, perfect. So let's clarify right there. Because we have to clarify that.
There's no confusion.
People think
I want to make sure.
People think it has to be a millionaire. No, you have to make six figures. No, there's brothers that's making $50,000 a year, $60,000 a year. That's perfectly financially stable. They know how to teach their women how to have money
because they live below their means.
Exactly. They live below their means. They're managing their money. They're teaching their women how to manage their money. That's the financial.
Got you. Okay, so you said financially stable. You said a few other things. Well,
okay.
What's some other ones you think?
We'll talk about a man that doesn't know how to lead. That's a problem.
Correct.
Leadership is so important because, especially when a woman has a child or children, that's a problem if a man doesn't know how to lead. But a lot of these weak men love to play this game of, I didn't have a father. So you're going to use that excuse for the rest of your life.
So, like I said, we got to talk to them like day 3. When you say lead, go in just a little bit in the lead before we get to the next few things. What would you say leading is? Give just maybe one example if you got one.
I would look at leading as this. You're a decision maker. You're a decision maker. That's the main thing of a leader. Okay. You know how to make good decisions. You make good choices.
Keyword is good. Keyword is good.
Right? Again, it's not going to always be perfect.
I was about to say
but
that.
You make good choices.
Yeah,
good
decisions. More often than not.
Exactly. It's like a probability. Okay, he hits every 15 for 3. Okay, 13, at least 80% of the time, he's pretty good. His decisions benefited the family, benefited our growth in dating. But 20% of the time, okay, he was wrong. Okay. He was wrong.
So at the end, I think we should help these women figure out, or maybe do another video figuring out how to identify no good men. That'd be a great.
That's gonna be a great topic.
Ladies, if you want to hear that one, go ahead and put a number 1 in the chat. If you want us to do that one, if you
that's
believe
real good.
You can find value in identifying no good men, because most of them think they know how to do this, but they don't. Again, and the reason why I say that is because the track record shows.
Facts.
Because there's a no good man. To a certain extreme on the spectrum, does look like a certain way, right? Sure. A no good man does have a certain look to him, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like meaning the man you just don't want to be with. But on the other side of that spectrum, he could look like everything you want and still be a no good man.
100% facts.
And we're one of the best chameleons out here. So this is why I say they don't understand how to identify, because 1, they weren't trained to do so, and 2, it's kind of impossible because we know how to put on fronts up until
for sure. A
lot of the lights turn on. Men have been great.
Men will fake the funk until they get what they want. That's facts. Women's got to know that by now.
Yeah.
But again, that's the whole thing. Women learning how to weed through that.
Correct.
And if you don't know how to, we did the video about vetting a man. You got to weed through that. Vetting a man is the most powerful video we got, because without that, you're always going to have dating issues. Yeah. You're always going to probably put yourself in a position to be single. Yeah. Wasting time because you're not vetting the man properly. Make sure y'all watch our video called How to Properly Vet a Man. This is an amazing video giving you great tips on asking proper questions.
So let's get started here. So now that we know that, right, we're talking about tonight, ladies, the 10 reasons why, women are single.
Okay.
Right? These women stay single, right? But we're also going to give some resolution at the end.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
But another thing I want to go into, Bobby, maybe you could tap into this for me, is another topic we spoke about, or another point that we spoke about, was this notion or this, how do I say it, this, this belief, but men know, of these overly masculine women. So these manly women.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. This is a problem. This is a problem.
What do you think men mean by these masculine women? Because women don't understand this. They're like, what you mean we masculine? You just think we independent and masculine are two different things, correct? Strong and independent versus being masculine. What do you mean by that?
But you know what? That's where
why is that so important?
That's where it's sourced from. The whole misperception of women that don't have, boyfriends or husbands.
Okay.
You need to be strong and independent. Don't let no man tell you what to do, and you know how to make sure you lead and you do great. If you're on your own, make sure you're doing these things, making great choices for your children, making choices for yourself. Cool. But when you say you want to date, you have to let a man be a man. And here's the problem with women. They've been in this independent masculine mindset for so long, they don't know how to detach themselves from that masculinity to go into femininity. Because men want a woman. We want a woman to be a woman. For most of us. We don't date a woman that's gonna be as tough as a man. That's not gonna be sensual. That's not gonna be affectionate. That's not gonna love. That's gonna still hold grudges on past relationships. That's not why we date you. We want the love. We want the intangibles.
The feminine energy.
Women, we get it. You went through some hard times. A lot of people go through hard times. Like, there's people that got cancer right now. There's people that's going through things. They may not make it tomorrow. Everybody goes through problems. Some women, when they go through things, they attach it like they're the only ones going through things. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm single. My baby father left me. There's maybe 30 million single baby mothers out here, man. This is what it is. You're not the first one.
Right. So, when we talk about this masculine, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Where do you think it came from?
People that's just tuning in, we're talking about 10 reasons why women are single. Number one, we spoke about, again, stop giving no good men all your time. That's number one.
And we broke down what we believe no good men
This is a problem. Number two, we're talking about right now, masculine women. Women that you say you want to date, you're a woman, but at the end of the day, you're so masculine. A person can't tell you anything. Everything gets you upset. You like to lead. You won't take the back seat. You're not submissive.
So let me ask you about
this. Is a problem.
Where do you think that stemmed from? Who taught them that?
Oh.
And the question becomes, that the person that taught them to do that, were they either married and were they successfully married? Meaning they didn't have a resentment at the end, like, when you get older, don't do this. I'll go ahead and do this and do that. That's that resentment at the end, like, oh, I shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah.
Did it different. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I see it always comes from.
For sure.
Women who are much older, scornful, and don't have anything going on relationship-wise. Yeah. They're single. They've been divorced. They know it all because they've been divorced. Or the ones who, have been married for 10, 20, 30 years, and then they have the growing-up adult daughter that they tell, listen, don't do this. Take your time. Get your own this, get your own that. Not building community mindset in the woman. So what do you think that stems from? I kind of gave it an allusion to it, but why do you think that is? Why do you think that message is passed down?
I'm gonna first say, you know what? It's taking advice from the wrong people. That's one.
Right.
Because sometimes people will take, I want to get married. Let me take advice from a married couple. But make sure that married couple is successful. There's been longevity.
Right.
Make sure you're gonna take advice from a friend. That friend has had a successful ratio of great relationships. And if it's been a great relationship, it shouldn't be too many relationships, if you really think about it. Because this is the problem. When women are broken, they'll go tell another broken woman, oh, stand strong, girl. You don't need him. You don't need no man no more. Just be you. Stay strong. At the end of the day, woman, I'm going to tell you something.
All y'all are going to be 50 real soon.
Y'all going to be 40, 50, 60 single. If you keep listening to that woman,
and when you're 50, you're not as hot as you is now.
And that's something women don't realize.
Nobody's checking for you at that age.
As you get older, the value changes.
Yeah.
It's up for men in this world to determine what's that value. But your value as a woman, as you get older, in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your value is not the same. Understand that your value changes.
Different stages.
And this is something that women don't think about, because not only sometimes their weight is changing, their attitude is changing. That affects your whole value.
Right, the mindset.
Your mindset is changing.
You've been hurt more because you had so many years you're out here just
I look like
drifting.
How we look like as men. You're a man, you're a leader, you're alpha. You making decisions, you making choices, you leading your family. Then you go get a woman that don't want to let you lead. Yeah. So look, date yourself.
Right.
Date yourself.
Right.
That's crazy. I'm fighting my own self. So I didn't come here for that.
So since we know that, then do you believe that besides the masculine women, that a lot of women have an issue with, the ones who are single, who are still single probably for longer than they want to be, do you think they need to look at understanding or asking themselves if they know or understand their man's love language?
100%. I mean, I think, let me tell you about this love language. Love language comes in a lot of different aspects. It comes with the intangibles. It comes with the sexual. Because a lot of women think, and also the mental. Can you stimulate? Can you hold a conversation? That's a part of that whole love language. Because women think that love language is, well, I gave him sex twice a week. He's good. You need to understand, do you have a man that needs that 4 times a week? He might need that 5 times. You need to understand, is that also satisfying him?
Right.
It's just like when women give oral, they think, like, I'm not an oral type of guy. Like, I don't really like it. I don't really get into it. I don't mind it, but it's like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
It ain't something that, oh my God, I don't care.
And you can have, I can
care less.
Yeah, I mean, some men have had some great ones. Some men, prefer, and they lean more towards that. I'm not too big on it.
Put your comments below.
I'm not too big on it. It's not a go-to for me, but I think there is a misconception. We spoke about this before, but ladies, you need to understand that the quality of your loving, I'm not even gonna say your box, but your loving is based on the receiver of it. That's who rates it, right?
Not you.
The market makes the price, right? If the market was paying, $1,000 for a Mercedes, it wouldn't be a Mercedes, right? If the market was paying $100,000 for a Toyota, it wouldn't be considered what it is now. So my point is that the market, who you're giving it to, who's receiving it, is who values it, right? It's who judges or who creates the ranking. Is it valuable? Not like, oh, I'm great, my thing is fire. You don't have sex with yourself. So when a guy does that with you, you can be the baddest thing in the city.
Very true.
But if the way that you love and the equipment that you're you're carrying doesn't satisfy his love language, meaning what he likes, right? Understanding that, I think getting to know that probably is important. A lot of women, I think, fail there, which is probably it's an issue on men's part where a lot of men don't know how to explain that to certain women. I know I have an issue with that, right? If the box is garbage, I have it. I'm not just going to come out and say. Tough. It's hard to say that.
That is hard to tell a woman her box is weak
and meaning, or it's loose, or saying that that's the real reason. Not saying that that's the only reason, but that's the real. That's like a root of it, and then there's other things involved. But the root of it is, why he ghosts you, or why he just feels distant now, or why certain things happen. Whatever it is, he just starts cussing, whatever. A lot of times it's rooted in he just doesn't want to really hurt you. And he'd rather hurt you a different way. It's a little bit. He'll put you down a little softer versus just letting you crash.
For sure.
See what I'm saying? Sure. And that all comes into, even with long marriages, I know some men have issues with the marriage not being as exciting as they thought it would have been, or not being as successful as it should be, because there's a miscommunication in the love language.
For sure.
He's not treating, understanding her love, what she likes, how she likes it, but also vice versa.
But you gotta understand too, there's certain women that don't even understand what love language is. They don't understand the importance of it. What is it? They think, well, as long as I'm giving him the box, however I think he deserves it, that's it. That's the problem. Based on how I think he deserves it.
Correct.
Not how he wants to deserve it.
Correct.
I think he. See, and that's the whole thing. Like again, every man loves differently.
Correct. So do you think this stop giving I'm gonna go back to this giving no good men, your time. I think a lot of it has to deal with, it's something that's innate, meaning I don't think any woman can kind of get away from this, but they love women are suckers for charm.
Well, it's true, but you gotta realize this, right? A lot of individuals are dating now. Women, a lot of you are dating on apps, and because I rarely see. It is crazy to say, I rarely see men approach women nowadays. Rarely see that.
Yeah,
I don't see men approaching women. I don't see that anymore.
Yeah, because the access is different. The barriers to entry is not what it used to be, and actually, really nowadays, it's not worth it because women are just awkward when they don't have the social skills.
Facts.
Which we'll get into next about one of the reasons, but. That's true. It doesn't happen because
you used to go to the mall or you at a Publix, you at a Walmart. You don't see a brother just, hey, sure, how you doing, baby? Oh my God.
No.
Having that first sight, baby. God damn, okay. Yeah. You got me timid right now. Like I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Knowing he lying. But you don't even get that.
You don't get that. You don't get all that.
You don't get none of that. So my thing is, it's important to understand, women. The charm, the looks, the perception, the dress code, the car he drives, that's cool, but there has to be more substance.
Right.
What does he stand for? Where is he going in life?
Right.
What does he do for a living? What value can he add and bring to you? Because you're going to see after all that charm and sweet talk and took you to 2 movies, took you to Miami and probably took you to Brickell once or twice, you're going to realize that at the end of the day, you fell for charm, not for substance. You have to weed through that.
Right. And understand what's what, right? And know when that phase needs to end and understand it. Like, even though the phase starts that way, would you rather him be very blunt as well? You need to have the charm, right?
You need to have the charm.
To me, it's a certain level of etiquette as well through the courting stage.
You're in the lovable stage.
Right, you're courting her, so you're not going to come off straight blunt. Look, I just want to get down. Look, you find it, I just want to take you to the back seat. Like, you're not gonna expect him to say that. That's too aggressive. Yeah. So you need to have the foreplay, you want to have the ease into it, right? And that's the way he does it.
The question is then, Mike, at what point do they say to themselves, like, okay, it's 2-3 months, we went on maybe 5-10 dates?
No. Remember, this is why they need to go back to the vetting the man stage, because from my opinion, it shouldn't be 2-3 dates.
Yeah.
6 dates. We're talking about if you're later in the stage of your life, you're trying to get straight to it. Like, you want to pick somebody.
You're trying to get married.
Right. And when you're younger, you got all the time in the world. If that's what you believe, you can go on 5-6 dates to kind of feel him out. That's cool. But if you're intentional on, look, man, this is what I want. 2 dates maximum, because why? There's more fish in the sea.
It's true. Yeah, but and that's why.
Now, it's not as many, the higher quality you try to go after.
Facts.
And it costs more. Doesn't mean it costs more money, but it may cost more time for you in the gym. It may cost more time for you to pay attention to him, to what he likes, to how he likes it. That's what I mean by cost. So you have to be willing to know that the higher you go quality in men, what are you willing to come out? Well, how much are you willing to pay for that?
I love how you said that. You broke down. See, we don't have that topic up here, but this is so important. Women learning to pay attention to the details of men.
Devil's in the details, baby.
If you pay attention to the details, you will honestly know, and you can tell if a woman understands the details of you when it's Valentine's Day, when it's Christmas. If they buying you wallets and shavers, they obviously ain't been learning shit.
That's one way though, but then again, there's another thing, right? And I know women kind of look at this stuff, but it's very important because it says a lot. When you look at, right, you show the camera what your nails look like, right?
Yeah.
When you say, okay, you see this, right? Do you see any black marks? Is it longer than it needs to be?
Hygiene. Come on.
Right, that's level 1. Is his face looking all crazy? You know what I'm saying? Did he shave recently?
Maggie says she don't understand why women got to do so much to attract men. Okay.
No, you're not have to doing much. What we're saying is once you get us, how you keep it. This is really what we're saying. So this is what I say about selective hearing, Maggie. I'm not saying that you're doing it, but this is what I mean. You're not doing so much. But what if you are? So what? Because here's the thing. Women have this thought process from day one when they're born. Anything that's hard, they don't have to do except for school and work. Yeah. Everything else needs to be given to you.
That's true, though. That's true.
So let's talk about the hard work men got to do. It's a science for us. All this is for y'all. Everything.
You have to stay up with your hygiene. Perception has to be clean. You have to financially provide. You have to deal with the woman's emotion.
Yes.
You have to make decisions for the family, for yourself.
Let's pause there on the emotions part, right? Let's pause there on the emotions part.
Come on, man.
Because women love to say, well, I need a man who can handle me. Kevin Samuels just had a video about this the other day, right?
Okay.
And Kevin Samuels just had a video about this.
I ain't watching, but let me hear what you got.
And what he spoke about, it's brief synopsis, but what he spoke about was the certain types of men, not all men, but even the ones who aren't up there, but all men in general are they're getting wiser because they understand we ain't handling shit. If you need someone to handle you, you need to go get you a woman.
Yeah, obviously you're not
because what that means is that you're not able to handle yourself, but you want somebody else to do it. Because you know that you're willing to, you have the tendency to be a quote unquote brat, and you want a man to handle that.
That's some immature shit, Mike.
It's ridiculous.
When you hear a woman say, I don't even date women that say lines like I've never dated a woman that
because that's ridiculous. So you want me to go handle this whole world, be the provider, be a leader, be all this extra stuff, and then come home and handle. Okay.
So you untamed. So what you're telling me, you're untamed.
So Maggie, welcome to the man's world, right? This is what we do on a day-to-day. Hard work is part of our nature. But there are men who don't believe that. They like shortcuts, that these are the men that they're chasing after. So we spoke about giving no good men. Stop giving no good men your time. We spoke about stop being masculine, right? It's number 2. These masculine archetype types women, right? Who confuse independence with masculinity.
They want to be the alpha.
They're the boss.
They're the boss, huh?
Right.
And that's a lot of a boss bitch. I'm an entrepreneur.
That's cool.
I get it. But the man is the leader. That's it.
Correct. The one that you choose.
I don't know. That's how I was raised. Biblically, I don't even want to get into that, but I'm just saying the man is the leader. Yeah,
but let's just look at the world, right? Let's just look at the world, right? Look at every nation and look who's leading, right? You end it there. But understanding your man's love language, right? Your man's love language, meaning
not your love language, the man's love language.
Because reciprocity is everything. Yes, you have to do more. Yes, you need to do more because you've been taught wrong.
Yeah,
it's not just let me lay back and it should be easy. It's not easy because if it was, all y'all wouldn't be in the situation that you're. When I say we need majority of women don't have the love life they want. They fake it. They act like they do. They're dating somebody now. They're waiting to see. Hopefully it happens. They're going off of hope and potential, not off of actual facts and real information that comes from the side that you are pursuing, that you want to pursue you. Men are giving you the game. The best thing to do is use the 2 things you were given, right? Because there's only one of these for a reason. And take notes because that's easy game. It's easy game. Right, so we spoke about those 3 things. Loving or being a sucker for charm was the 4th reason.
Oh my God, that's a lot of them. They such a.
Then if you missed it, you can go back to the beginning of the video once we're done here. But chasing the wrong men is the other one.
Maggie said, "What's wrong with an alpha woman?" Look, she just ain't for me. I'm not saying
it's not. It's nothing wrong.
I don't see nothing wrong.
Let's be clear, Bobby. Let's be clear, Bobby. It's an oxymoron. What's wrong with a fat, skinny person? Listen, ladies, not.
And what makes her alpha? Because the decision choices?
No, not a woman. Ladies, right? There's a difference. Right? Oh, I'm sorry, not females is what I meant to say, but ladies. Ladies are meant to do what? You can't have the world, unfortunately. You can't go and be princess and wear the skirt and also say, I'm going to pull out my hammer and hit the nail.
That's not common.
And what I'm saying is that it's not that you can't do it. What I'm saying is the men that you want, and majority of us, are not just into that. And it's not your natural state.
Mm-hmm.
Women, you don't understand how strong you are when it comes to that feminine energy. There's a reason why you can change the energy of a whole room, good or bad. Women, right? She can shift it really quick. Let something gorgeous, bad walk in the room. women and men looking like, God,
very true.
And her energy is positive. Oh, she consumes the room, right? When a man walks in, he looks fine, he's cool, he's cool, but let that gorgeous woman come in here and just, it's a done deal. Why do you think out of the X-Men, Storm is one of the strongest? Because she has access and power of the world. She can start a storm, a tornado. She has access to the external. So a woman's nature, right, is to nurture. So all of that trying to also dip into our work, because you don't want us to be women, right? You don't want when we're being feminine, it's an issue.
Oh,
right?
You're too soft.
Oh, he's a B dude. Or why are you acting like that? Man up. Hence why the suicide rates are so high, because anything dealing with our emotions, we get shunned for, right? So there's nothing wrong with being an alpha woman. There are men out there for you. Trust me for that.
My thing is this too, Mike. I get the whole thing there, but it's also too, we gotta realize that
it just sounds ridiculous. What's wrong with a feminine man? How does that sound?
we gotta look at one of the biggest issues women have. You're chasing the wrong man. That's how simple. People, number 5, you're chasing the wrong man. And you've been doing this consecutively, repetitively. Chasing the wrong man that adds no value.
He just looks
that
different.
Doesn't align with your life. Exactly. He just looks different.
Yeah, it's the same men. You've been dating the same men for 10 years.
Same type of man. And they think they're going to get a different result.
But he just looks different. One is Puerto Rican, one is black, one is white, but it's the same man.
Same exact man. And then they get upset when they see the same results. Damn, he left me.
And we're not saying you're going to be perfect, because there's no such thing as a perfect choice or a perfect relationship. We're talking about making a sound decision the longer you get single. Because here's what you don't want, especially as women. We're built different. We're built for war. Women are not. What we mean by this is that you're going to go out here in this dating war zone, right? Yeah. And your heart is much more sensitive than us. Your emotions are much more sensitive than us. Your inner parts of your body are much more sensitive than us. So you're gonna give 10 different, warriors of men access to this to do the damage they want to. By the time you get to the 11th man, you're too weak for him. Meaning that every part of you has been broken, battered, and beaten. Now it's up to him to build it up. Ladies, there are not enough Prince Charmings, and you all are not Cinderellas.
And that's a true statement, because that's we roll right into number 6. Women complain they're single, but you're not emotionally stable. Because so many men that consecutively and repetitively hurt you, because you keep picking the wrong men. Now you're in a position
or just giving the wrong men too much time to deal with you. Because you can pick 10 wrong men, that's fine. But after date number 2, call it a day.
Get up out of there. But no, here's the problem. When they go to Pound Town, when they meet the governor, that's the problem. They met the governor. See, sex changes.
It goes back to sucker for charm.
For sure. Sex changes things.
Right.
Some women, what a man drives, or how much he said he makes, and how sweet he talks.
Right.
Oh my God!
The most charming.
Let me try to stay with him.
Yeah, no. The most charming gets closer to the box.
For sure, always.
The most charming gets closer to the box. You got 10 dudes, they're all in different levels, but the most charming is closest to the box.
I've learned. What's your talk game like? That's all it is. What's your talk game? Men don't understand. Some men don't even realize how strong. It's all about your talk game. Mm-hmm. But the women, you have homework. Your homework is trying to figure out who's real and who's not. Who's gonna bring it and who's not. Because everybody can have a good talk game, but who's really going to be there for you?
And here's the easiest way to figure that out, because you can't tell. Off top, just by looking at them, you can't tell. How you tell is have a system and a process, or you have what's called standards. And we talk about standards. We're not saying that he needs to make 6 figures, because you won't know this by looking at him.
A man never will tell how much he makes.
So we're talking about what you believe and what you need. Right? Can he fill those for you? Can you believe this? It's just like a job interview. Do you believe this person can fill those for you? Right? Based on conversation. Conversation should be the biggest one, because that's where you get all the info. This is why you got to go back to the How to Vet a Man video that we made on our YouTube channel.
Shout out to How to Vet a Man. We're resetting the room real quick, people. We're talking tonight about 10 reasons.
Do we got comments?
10 ways on why. 10 reasons why women are single.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
And we're also giving you solutions on how to fix these issues, because one of them is stop giving no good men 80% or 90% of your time. Number 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Stop being so masculine. At the end of the day, a man didn't date you, doesn't want to date you, doesn't want to marry you because you're masculine. That's not what we're trying to do.
Yeah, we don't want men.
Learn our love language as men. Our love language ain't just cursing us out, getting mad at us, and coming with attitude and a whole bunch of baggage that you caused for yourself. That's not our love language. That's not our love language, people. So women, get that together. Number 4, stop falling for charm. Good looks, good conversation, nice car.
Go for substance.
A whole bunch of, he said he's about to do, he always wanted it. He's giving you these lines. I always wanted to do, I'm about to do. Yeah. But it's 3 years and he haven't did anything.
It stops at a certain age. That I'm about to, when I'm getting this, it stops at a
certain age. There's some women that they still deal with that. Like, the dude, oh man, I always want to start a business. He's 43.
Right.
God damn, 43 years old, you ain't starting a business yet?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not serious about nothing.
I think our next video should be not everybody's meant to be a boss. Because, and the reason why I'm pausing to say that, because we're going to go into the next points we spoke about as well, right? But I had a lady come into my firm the other day, and she was like, you know what, oh my gosh. And mind you, it was not my customer segment, right? Mm-hmm. I'm just there helping her out. And she said, you know, I'm giving support. And I'm like, yeah, don't worry, we're going to get you with the right person shortly, all right? The manager, I think he probably walked away, but I'll get you with somebody. Because I work in the firm, so anybody who walks in, obviously, I'm going to handle. Whether you're not my responsibility or not, right? Oh my gosh, something about you. I just think, you ever thought of just doing your own thing and just being and just, you know, you can make $1 million a year out here. And I'm just like, here she go with this shit. So here's how, only thing I want to say is, people have this love and fantasy of, oh, I don't want to work for nobody.
Everybody's an entrepreneur nowadays. That don't mean they're making money. They're an entrepreneur nowadays.
I'm not even gonna get deep into. We're gonna have a whole other video about that. But
for sure,
everybody is not meant for that path because you've been taught that you cannot make millions. But I think you know somebody, right?
Yeah.
Who makes millions, right? With an employer, right? We both do hundreds of thousands, millions with an employer. Most of these successful people started with that launch pad, right? So I just keep that in mind, right? It was just funny because she just came in. She was like, "Oh, I'm talking about big as a house too." She was about at least 360. Oh, you could make. She was making good money where I'm like, why would you leave that?
I'll be honest with you too. I want you to understand it too. I don't know if it's me. Some of these, and I no disrespect to any woman, some of these big boned, aka ridiculously shaped, aka fat, aka women, make a lot of money. Some of the most out of shape, bad body women, I'm telling you.
Well, obviously, because and that's men too.
Make a lot of money.
Men too, because why? The focus is a certain spot.
You see my client who 400.
The focus is in a certain spot.
400,000. The other one, yeah.
The focus is on a certain spot.
Unattractive women make a lot of money.
Right. So that's cool, but that's still a personal problem that needs to be solved.
For sure.
Right.
These super
men and women. It's not just women. Men too. So men
super slim, frame crazy. Those, they usually doing things they ain't supposed to be doing to make money.
Yeah, bro, was a joke. But we'll get back to it. We'll do another video about that. We'll talk. We'll have a show about that because I think everybody thinks it just needs to be a boss. Everybody doesn't need to be a boss. Everybody. But let's do this. So we spoke about falling for charms.
Okay.
We spoke about chasing the wrong man. No emotional stability. I think my favorite one, or one of my favorite ones, because there's one of two, is women having the issue of not competing.
Oh my God! All of them feel I'm not competing.
They're non-competitive.
If
right?
you're close to 40,
and when you go back to Maggie's comment, right? Not picking
which one?
I'm just using it as an example.
Maggie was popping. Shout out to everybody that's watching it live. We're talking about 10 reasons why women are single today.
Yeah.
Why are women still single? The top 10 reasons we feel, in a male's perspective, why women are single today.
And she said, women have to do so much to get a man to attract a man. Something like that. She said at the top, towards the top.
Why do women have to do so much to get a man's attention?
To get a man's attention or whatever, or to attract a man. Okay. And here's the reason why.
I'm gonna be honest.
Maggie, the level of competition out here
is real.
I think women have this thing where the world revolves around all of them. There's only one world, and there's billions of you. And the billions of you all feel the same way. you all feel like the world revolves around you. You all feel you're the prettiest, the finest, the greatest women. So when you have 99% who feel this way, and only 10% who look that way, that 10% is huge. Actually, 30%. I'm talking about bad, gorgeous. Some for the streets, some are already married, and you have the ones in the middle who can go either way depending on how life takes them.
For sure.
Right? Because they can have that one bad day and be like, F it, I'm going to give me OnlyFans, or F it, I'm going to give me a husband.
That's true.
And get that's that middle slot. And that middle slot is filled with so many women.
It's very true.
A good portion of them are IG models, a good portion of them are in school, good portion
You're
of them
making a good point right now. You're making a good point.
It's a good portion of them. And ladies, unfortunately, the competition is real. On my way here, I went to Publix and I was like, I hopped out the car and it was just like, man,
frames everywhere.
I mean, and it was just, she was so like not dressed up, just a natural beauty, a natural day you find. Right? You know what I'm saying? I could tell, like,
imagine when you
give me the look, but I'm just like, I'm not even bothering, I'm not even stunting you. I'm going to get these cups and I'm leaving.
Well, you got women who don't even have kids, 35, out of shape.
Yeah.
Sloppy.
Yeah.
Eating sloppy still.
Yeah.
Still eating the same way they was eating in their 20s.
Yeah.
While they 35s, they also going in their 40s.
Yeah.
Thinking that a man, I don't understand why these men don't know when they see something good. No, sweetheart. I don't know what you see, and this is from a male's perspective.
The buyer, we're the consumer.
We are the consumer. We don't look at it like that. Your friends tell you, girl, you cute. That's not what we saying. Understand, pay attention to what men are saying, not what your homegirl. Your homegirl is not dating you.
But Bobby, I know where you're going. This does not mean, and I can speak for all of us as men, this does not mean what he's saying. This does not mean one last time. It's off limits that you or your friend or whoever you know to rebut that can go get themselves a BBL.
Everybody want that Brazilian. Everybody want that Brazilian.
We do not
right now, Brazil is the hottest thing. Portuguese is the hottest thing.
We do not approve that message. You know how Joe Biden says, I'm Joe Biden, not approve. We don't approve that message. All men do not approve that message. I can speak for all of us. Because why? You're going to kill yourself. We didn't ask for that. Some of the cornballs might think it's fire. Because women be like, well, all these guys got BBL. That's them girls. They ain't married last time I checked. And if they are, it's short marriage. So don't let, because she
man, Mike, look, give me one more.
Don't think because she married now, she gonna stay married.
A lot of these frame crazy women, they married, but it be 2-3 years, gone, delicious, gone, this person, gone. People, it ain't lasting. Them 10-year marriages is not lasting when you get your BBLs. So for a lot of you, I think longevity equates to BBL.
I'm just giving you a BBL to call it a day. That's all these boys like. That's what you think.
It's not happening, Mike. It's not happening.
You're thinking very shallow.
Oh my God.
You're not thinking substance.
So I got a frame now, so all of a sudden the man gonna keep me for life because of the frame.
That shit is
Do you understand how much vagina is out here? Like what's wrong with you? Serious?
I have no idea. They feel like depression is not fierce. But unfortunately it is, ladies. So this is what I mean. Being competitive is important. What I mean by when we say being competitive is meaning when you get something that you know is great for you and he's a good, compete for that. Don't think like, oh, I ain't gonna chase. I'm not saying chase him. What we're saying is bring your best, bring your A game.
Facts.
But, you know, and if you fail, you fail. Don't be scared to fail. You know, don't think, oh, I'm gonna just look stupid, I'm gonna get hurt. No, that's part of the process of finding something that's valuable. The difference between a diamond and cubic zirconia is pressure.
Right. But how
they both shine the same. They both look the same from a distance. But the difference is the process they both got to get there and pressure. You test both of them, they're going to react different under pressure. That's why diamonds and cubic zirconia cost two different things.
I love that example. I love that example. Because women think they don't need to apply pressure.
Because BBL is cubic zirconia.
And that's exactly what it is. Women, let me tell you something, okay? You 40 years old, you single, and your friends boosting up your head with, oh, it's okay, girl. You gonna just stay strong and be this leader. Mama, you're gonna be single till you're 50. Yeah. You might want to listen to what we gotta say. We're talking about two good-looking brothers, normal, that understand the value, that have dated a lot of women, that understand what you need to do to get a good man. Because women, you can listen to your homegirls.
Or you can listen to
us. It's up to you. You make the decision. It's up to you. But if your homegirls that can give you all this advice haven't gotten you the man that you want, right? You might want to give us a try. Yeah. Because a lot of women right now.
Because we good. We good. We good. We good. You know what I'm saying? We got some announcements coming, but we good.
We good over here.
Just know we good. Just know we good. Just know we good.
Good. I'm good over here.
We good.
I gotta be a great girl. I'm good.
But here's the thing. Right? We spoke about 7 different points right now. If you want to know about these points, we're gonna get to these comments. I see you.
Maggie was popping. Luda in the building. Luda Nelson in the building.
I see you smiling over there. We're gonna get to these comments, but let's talk about these conversational skills and how these girls don't know how to rap.
Oh my.
Women don't know how to rap. They just sit back. Oh really? Yeah, that's nice. Okay. They just respond to what you ask them. They also tell me about tell me about yourself. Like, you don't know how to conversate.
And then you know what?
We're not talking about on date number 1. You can get out. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But once we get with you, and you just yeah, or you talk about garbage, and you haven't paid attention to the type of dude you got, and what his interests are, and what might pique his in a level of conversations that he likes to have.
But you know what, Mike? You know, women like that, a lot of women don't understand. The bad conversation kills come with, they got a lot of no good men that just taking them to pound town. That's all it is. They don't have men that of substance. Yeah. Because a man of substance want to have a conversation. He want to know if you open-minded, because that's another topic, Mike. Is the woman open-minded? Can we talk about anything other than where you work at? Yeah. Can we have a real conversation? Can we talk about stocks? Can we talk about life? Can we talk about growth?
Ask me a question about something you don't understand about. Baby, explain what do you feel about the market right now? Oh, do you know anything about the market?
Wow.
And if he don't know, if he's a real one, he'll tell you, I ain't gonna lie, baby, I don't really follow it like that, but I think we should probably just do our research on it and kind of see. Wow. Because I want to know more about the market.
No, you know they're talking about.
Not saying you want to be a stock trader and you gonna get a course from a guru. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, to his point, I'm not gonna get ahead of ourselves, but what we're saying is conversational, just being curious, picking his mind, asking questions, seeing what he might be into. So, baby, I see you went to credit. So, tell me about these bureaus. How long does it take for a bureau to delete something? Like, just it could be a dumb question. It doesn't matter. The fact that you're interested, because a man loves to teach.
But you see, it takes.
We love teaching our women. That's something we get off on. All right, baby. So here I'm gonna tell you, right?
100%.
So we go
chest out, teacher. Chest out, chest up and up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna explain that to you, baby.
Yeah. Right? We love that.
Let me try to make it as simple as possible.
Go ahead, put your head right here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna explain that to you.
Yeah, we love giving instructions. That's what we like to do, right? In good faith, not because we just want to control you.
No, but you know what they got?
We love that, man.
Might not. You know what they're gonna do? The problem with some of these women, some of the weak ones, they get into this. You heard what Kanye West and Kim Kardashian do? You see this shit here?
If your man is trucking, you need to be like, so babe, how much these dispatches be making? Babe, I'll be trying to tell you. And it gets him excited. It just let him run his mouth.
Passion.
Let him run his mouth. Even if you don't care, let him run his mouth.
Let him go, yeah.
Really? Okay. Yeah, they make
it's
that much.
True.
So what? And here's how you really get them. Yeah. So what we gotta do to get that?
Oh man, she wants to see us grow. She wants to join. Man,
no, we love that teamwork. Because when you go to a boy's house, what is the first thing he got? Video games. For a video game to be fun, what does it need? 2 controllers. Which means you need a what? Another player.
Women, what you hearing tonight?
Boys love that.
This should be sold for $20 million, maybe $50 million. What we give you out of money. There's so many single women that don't understand why they're single. We're giving you the reasons, and we're also helping you get out of your situation. Because if you're not listening to what we talk about, this is so powerful. How's your conversation skills? Can you converse? If I tell you I'm an investor and I flip homes, what can you say to me to intrigue my mind?
Yeah, we're not asking you to be an expert. Just be like,
you don't.
You could easily just be like, yeah, tell me more about that. What is an investor in film?
Yeah, well, what is an investor? When you say investor, what cities are you investing into? Well, that's pretty awesome. What got you into taking that type of risk? Oh, wow.
Boom.
Uh-oh.
And this is actually...
Ring coming soon.
This is actually persuasion number 101, or sales 101, because people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Hold on, Rachel got a comment now. Hold on now.
Oh, Lord, Rachel,
I like the comment. Rachel says, it's a great comment, Mike. It's a great comment. Rachel says, can a woman show interest in a man without appearing thirsty?
Of course. Of course. The first thing is remove thirst out of your mindset. See, you need to get off social media for about 6 months. Because women who care about looking thirsty, listen, you want what you want. You don't care about looking thirsty when you go to that job and sit in that interview and act like how you never act at all.
Facts.
Hey, sir, how are you? Yes. Yeah, my name is Rachel. And yeah, and here's what I believe. Knowing it's all BS. You know it's all BS. He knows it's all BS, but it's part of what? The process.
100%.
You pick up the phone. Hello, this is Rachel. You know you never answer the phone like that. But you know it says Amazon calling you HR. Hello, it's Rachel. Hey, Rachel, this is another from HR. So, hey, how are you?
It's true, though. It's very
So
true.
Is that not thirsty? So if you're chasing somebody, or if you're pursuing, let me not say chase, because chase meaning somebody is going to elude you. You're pursuing something. When you're pursuing something, there's a difference between being thirsty. Thirsty is a panhandler. You're not a panhandler for a man.
Sure.
Hey, I need a man. Anybody out here? Hey, can you be my boyfriend? That's not what you're doing. You're telling that man directly, listen, I definitely like you. I think I want to be with you. You know, as long as everything goes good, I think we should. You know,
I'm gonna say this, man.
Being direct, success requires you to be direct. When you have not because you ask, you don't ask.
No.
You ask not. So when you need to ask, I love to throw these verses. I love to say, women, a guy, I want a man, all this other crap. Walk in that. You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Oh, I kind of like you, but let me no. If you like this man, be like, baby, I ain't gonna lie, you fine, but let's see where it goes.
I love it. If
he does not already shoot his shot to you first, or make yourself available. Hey, how are you? It's basic conversation.
I find it, Mike. I find it very sexy and appealing when a woman can tell me,
knowing what you
look, I want to be with you. I see you being the father of our next child.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, especially if you've been with him for a while. Like,
I love
and you speak that life into him, like, baby, I see you being the father of our just child. But
she see what I'm bringing. She see I'm bringing that heat.
Yeah.
She see I'm bringing that added value.
Listen,
I can respect what she just said.
Listen, ain't no coach taking nobody to the championship without praising their players. Listen, y'all been doing good this quarter, okay? Y'all been killing them.
Come on.
You've been putting that defense on. But I need to make sure you pass the ball to him so he can go ahead and take that shot. When you take that shot, I don't need you to miss. We're going to win this game. Y'all been doing great, but this fourth quarter, I can't have no... Men love that. That's why we love sports.
Some women don't understand.
The camaraderie. I'm not saying for y'all to understand, but just the way y'all are there for each other, we love
hearing Rachel. That. Rachel's a beautiful woman, and Rachel's very smart, and I love that about her. And it's a great question she asked me when she asked.
It's perfect. I love the question.
I love the question because it's so in depth because it's true. How do you tastefully show a man that you're attracted to him? Very good question.
It's just really just having a conversation.
For sure.
Ladies, you know how easy you have it? All you gotta do is converse with us. Once you make the first conversation, a man's mind is automatically wired to know, oh, she's interested. Even if you don't make a compliment to me, you can just be like, damn, I see, this is just weird. Or you could be in a line at Publix and there's something going on like, this line forever, right? And you're just not extra, but a little bit more friendly than most. Yeah, I know, right? Because to us, we gonna take it off. Yeah, I know, right? What's this thing? This was crazy. But I always come here and it's just
imagine.
And that right there, now he's like, you got his what? Attention. Now he's like, damn, now he's looking at you like, damn, she kind of fine too. Like, yeah, I come here all the time.
His body need that.
I come here all the time too, and it's never like this.
Not a conversation in depth.
Yeah. And then when you pay you pay for it, you're like, thank you so much. All right, you have a great day too, cashier. Have a good one. Nice talking to you. And you take your time walking outside and you make it known. That's body language. It's gonna take practice. There's no perfect way to do it.
You gotta hear what the hell Maggie just said, man. Maggie said, teach us women what it would take for what would it take for y'all to stop cheating on us. Look. Maggie like playing.
Listen, Maggie, stop focusing.
Maggie like playing.
We just listen, Maggie.
Maggie, why you like playing?
No, here's Maggie's answer. No, it's very simple. Here's Maggie's answer. Maggie, when the video's done, you go back and replay the whole video.
That's it. That's all you gotta do.
That's what this video's for. This does not mean it's absolute. If a man is going to do it, he's going to do it regardless. So stop trying to focus something you have no control over.
Yeah, we spoke about
you have no control over that.
We spoke about why
he does.
Why men cheat, man.
This is why you need to learn and have faith in the one you're. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It'd be some of the most. Look, I'm gonna pull the cat out of the bag, Bobby.
What you pull, baby?
It'd be some of the most, to the eye of the public, to his woman, to everybody, the most faithful, the most beautiful, in a relationship committed men. That be the ones who take that one day out the year and listen to the devil. And going, hey, what's up, y'all boy? Y'all go listen tonight. Tonight is tonight. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do tonight.
Get his mind right. He needs his body right.
So what I'm saying is, it's not your man. It may not be your husband. But what I'm saying is, if that's something that in his heart he wants to do, he will do it. There's nothing you can do to control that.
I always felt like that.
So even with y'all women, if you're gonna cheat, it is what I'm not thinking about what I'm gonna do to women. I probably got cheated on 300 times and didn't know. Because why? Women do it different than us, right? But what my point is that I don't go in automatically thinking, how can I control that?
Very true.
How can I stop that? When that threat I haven't even give you a reason to even do any of that. So long as you do these things here, give us what we spoke about, the first 8 things we spoke about before we get to the last 2. That'll minimize it. You can't. There's no such thing as absolute. That's when you find your husband, or at least you feel he's your husband. So don't worry about men cheating on you. Don't worry about the men you chose that have been cheating on you. Look back and be like, all the guys I dated, they all quote unquote cheated on me. What's consistent with them?
Exactly.
And then once you figure out what's consistent with all of them, what makes all of them the same. Not what makes them different. What makes all of them the same. Then make another page. And ask yourself.
Martha the boss in the building.
Then make another page and ask yourself, out of all the men you've been with, all those years, what has changed with you? A lot of. Are you finer? Are you lighter? Did you get your body right? Did you get your face? Like, what has changed with you? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, when men find that catch, we ain't got time to be trying to cheat.
Because we got it all at the house.
We got it all at the house, but on top of that, we got our system to a degree to where it's like we just focused on a certain thing.
I'm gonna piggyback on what you just said, right? I was at a barbershop the other day, and we had an older woman. She was very nice, and she was like, you know what? She says, sexually, I gave it to my man whatever he wanted. I was always there for him emotionally, mentally, and sexually.
So she thought.
That's what she thought.
Yeah.
She said one guy cheated, but the next guy loved her to death. Was like, you're amazing. Because I could have been 3 a.m. He want that. He'd have tear that frame up.
Mm-hmm. What happened to him?
Luckily, he passed away, but the look was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He stayed with her for 10 years, while the next man stayed for 2 years, and then started cheating.
Okay, but staying with her, or did he marry her?
He married her.
So the guy for 2 years did it?
No, but he passed. Yeah, 10-year man, he passed away.
Right, but he married her.
He married her.
But the guy for 2 years, he didn't marry her.
Never married her.
So what does that mean? It was just an extended stay, baby.
That's it. That's why women don't understand. Some women think that as long as I look good,
as long as I give him what I believe
he wants, before. As long as I give him exactly what I believe he wants, not what he wants. What I believe he wants, he's gonna stay.
I was there for him how I feel I was there for him, but does he feel that way?
This is the problem.
Because you don't care about what he feels like. Well, I'm there for you. You had this going on, and I pulled up. I'm there for you. But he may not value that as being there for him.
Facts.
Being there for him may be, damn, you know what? He's at lunch and he had no food, but you decided to just pop up and bring him some food. Baby, I'm outside. I know your lunch is around 12 o'clock. I just want to drop something off real quick. I can't stay too long. Even though you know you got all the time in the day. But you're doing that on purpose to be like, damn, I fought with her, man. She know I ain't had no lunch. Okay, I appreciate that.
I'm gonna say that
it wasn't planned. man, I'm outside. I know we had pizza at the home. You left it. I just said, let me bring it to you. I didn't want you to spend no money. He could be making whatever. But that to him is being there for him. Not when his car broke down and you went to you may have thought that was the time. But to him, it was the other time.
Women, yeah.
This is why communication and knowing your man.
Knowing your man, I'm going to piggyback on that. When you saying that, it's so true.
Because he might feel like, damn, you know what, she loved that.
I love when a woman calls me and tells me, babe, I'm getting something to eat. I know you're at work. Would you like me to bring you something? That's beautiful.
God damn, it's like, that's because you know why?
She thinking about me. Damn, I'm over here working.
I already know.
Yeah. Give me number 2 with a no cheese with a.
Who else besides your sisters? Who else in your life would do that?
That's the thing. You want that person. That whenever you have a woman that's that close to your sister's characteristics.
Exactly, but besides your sisters, what other woman in your life would do that?
Probably my mother.
That's my point.
That's it.
What she did right there, baby, I'm at you want me to bring you something while you at work? That's what moms do. Mom's gonna be like, baby, I know you at school. I'm at I'm gonna drop you off some lunch. Okay, I know you like Chick-fil-A, whatever. That's because why? It's a selfless thing.
Yeah. It's showing, again, you put the next person first.
Not when I need you, when I call you. Of course you're supposed to goddamn be there. What's the point of being with you? But when I don't need you, and you just do it because out of the strength, that's like, damn.
That's a beautiful thing.
Unintended, right? So those are the points. But before we close out, I want to talk about 2 more things.
What you got?
I want you to touch on the ninth reason why, which is
being closed-minded.
Yeah, women who just have this narrow mindset.
Mike, you know what?
And explain what that means so they understand.
It derives from this whole thing where you got to understand there's certain women that all they know is work, church, home. That triangle, it just keeps going repetitively.
Mm-hmm. But what if they're trying to just keep their money in order?
Cool. But at what point do you step out of that box of normality and say, okay, let me learn something new? Because the man you're trying to target, his mind might be intrigued by a person that understands how to have an open mind type of conversation. What about you talking
or be receptive to something that she don't know?
Okay, you meet a man. Guess what? Mm-hmm. Great man, salary great. I guess you look good, perception, whatever, all that good stuff. Car, boom, boom, finances, money, all that good. Boom. He talking to you about animals. He talking about how he traveled. You telling him all I know is I only travel to Miami and.
Instead of asking and understanding, damn. So tell me, what was that like?
Yeah, exactly.
What made you go there? What that means is you're interested in him. It's sales 101. But go ahead, bro.
But nobody, and that's the thing. Schools don't teach people how to sell. So a lot of women, they're detached from learning how to ask the right questions behind the proper question. So if a man says a statement, you have to know how to ask that. Well, okay, that sounds pretty interesting. So how long did you stay in Japan? And just curious, before you even answer that, why Japan?
There you go. Because you know what? You're giving game that men already do anyway.
Come on. Knowing that you don't give a damn about Japan, but you know that the answer that he's going to give you, he's feeling himself right now. I mean, that's actually a great question. Stacey, that question is a great question. The reason I chose Japan because Japan is not like a lot of people go to Bahamas, they go to Haiti.
Right. Now he's flexing.
He's bringing his chest
up. You just shut the hell up and say nothing. And you just
Baby, you have great taste when it comes to travel spots, travel destinations.
Yeah, maybe you can make the next destination that we go to.
Oh my God! Oh, I will. I actually wanted to go to New Zealand.
So now you put him in a position of power, right? And you stated in his mind, plan to see, maybe you can choose the next place that we go to. Versus you saying, I always wanted to go here. See, this is the game we only give to the people who obviously do the one-on-ones, but it's just like, these are small little tactics you could do because even men won't pick up on this shit, right? But because we know, as men who've been out here, we understand that psychology, that tactic when it comes to that dating where us as men, things will pick up on that we see from different women like, damn, that was refreshing. I've never seen this in a woman. Oh, tell me more.
Women, what we're teaching you tonight, we're talking about 10 reasons tonight for people that just logged on. We got a lot of people on the live right
I want to get into some of the comments after number 10, though, but go ahead.
We're talking about 10 reasons why women are single. We're not only talking about 10 reasons why they're single, we're giving you guys resolutions on how we look at it as as two males, our male perspective on how we look at things.
Yeah.
And women, these are the top 10 reasons. One is stop giving no good men a lot of your time. Okay, you're wasting good, valuable energy into the wrong men.
Yeah.
And then when you get the right man, you have nothing left. You wasted a lot of it.
Yeah.
Number two, stop being so masculine. It's okay to be receptive. It's okay to be feminine. It's okay to cry. It's okay to love. It's okay to hug. It's okay to be affectionate. Number three, learn our love language. Our love language is not just sexually, it's mentally.
And when you say our love language, meaning the men that you're currently with, not men in general, the men you got. Go ahead.
Stop falling for charm. Number four. Women, a man drives a nice car, he dresses nice, he speaks good. That doesn't mean he's successful. That doesn't mean he's the man for you. Vet him. Ask the right questions. Learn to go on dates. I get it. You gave it up the first night. Now you're upset. Oh, my God, this man wasted my time. No. You stayed with him for the last year, knowing he wasn't the man for you. You could have changed that adjustment.
Stop chasing potential.
Chasing the wrong man. You've been chasing the wrong men so many times, repetitively, consecutively. When are you going to change your approach to men?
And this is where this is where that quote comes into play, where it's when can we get men that's not going to stop cheating? Maybe that's the wrong men.
Facts.
That's the wrong men for you in your lifetime at that moment. Now, it doesn't mean that he can't or he doesn't have the wherewithal to be the good man. The question is, are you willing to plant that seed? Are you willing to fertile that soil? Are you willing to get your hands dirty and build the garden? Because the garden doesn't grow overnight.
100% fact.
So some men, you may need to put work in. You may need to go through his cheating stage, his don't know what he want to do with his life stage, to where he get his shit together stage, and then next thing you know, he's like, dang, she been with me this long. I'm going to keep her.
I'm going
not only am I going to keep her, she going to have my baby, and she going to get the world.
She getting the world. I'm going on my knees.
Some women are willing to put in that work. They're long-term investors.
To the right man, though. It has to be to the right man.
That's what I'm saying. He has other things. There's certain things about
it. It has to be to the right man.
And that's a whole other topic. But I wouldn't suggest most women do that.
Now, also, women, if you've gone through a lot of bad relationships, you're not emotionally stable. You don't know where you're at in life. You're still trying to figure yourself out. Don't date. Figure yourself out first. Figure out what you want out of life. Figure out where you need to be mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Then go back to dating. Some of you are not emotionally detached from your past situations, and you're trying to date.
Yeah, and you cannot, and you're not. I'm gonna tell you this, ladies. You are not qualified to not only diagnose but solve that issue.
100%.
Seek outside help for that. That's all I'm going to say on that.
The next one is, I don't want to be competitive. Women, let me tell you something. Being competitive is essential. Being competitive is essential as you get older to staying in the rat race. Because you got to understand, women, as you get older, your value changes. I'm not saying for the negative. I'm not saying for the positive, for the worse. I'm not saying for the positive, for the worse or the better. But I just want to have you understand, your value changes as you get older. When you're in your 20s, you have a high level of value. When you're 30s, your value adjusts a little bit. You're in your 40s, you have a whole different level of value.
Man, we ain't looking for you like that. Let's just be honest.
When you're in your 50s,
you better be bad as hell.
I hope you already got somebody, because you got to think about it. In your 50s, that man probably got kids 20 years old.
Yeah, at that age, you're on your way out. You're not on your way in.
And that's what a lot of women don't understand. That's why when we say not learn to be competitive, stay in shape. Learn to conversate.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to love yourself. Learn to listen to what the man has to say. Learn to communicate properly. Learn to have an open-minded conversation. You don't have to just talk about where you work at. You can talk about different things of life, where you travel to, where he's traveling to, what he do for a living. You could actually hold up great conversations.
What he thinks about the current state of the market. What he thinks about the current state of the economy. What he thinks about the current state of the nation. Just different stuff. Things that he may not talk about every day, all the day. Or things that he may get passionate about.
For sure.
See how he acts when you talk about Biden. Or, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of evoke different types of emotion to see. Because that's going to show you his intellect, how in-depth he might be, even if you know or don't know about the information.
Very true.
But just to kind of see how he responds. Damn, so what you feel about Biden? You think he's doing a great job? Like, just play with him and just see how he responds and receive that information.
And
that's important.
And stop being closed. Women, if you need to watch CNN, if you need to get on YouTube once a week, open your mind up to different things. Even when you go out to eat with a man. Oh, I don't try sushi, but you just ate rice and chicken. Come on, man. You just ate rice and salmon. I don't try sushi. It's the same thing, just in a roll. It don't even make sense.
Yeah, or learn what it is before you knock it.
I don't do sushi.
Yeah,
but you just ate rice and salmon. That is sushi. The only thing is this roll. That's crazy.
So we spoke about conversational skills after not being competitive, right? Make sure you keep
the last thing what we're talking about, Mike.
Closed-minded was number 9, but the last thing is what I love to end it off with, ladies.
Mike, it's gonna be tough for them to swallow, Mike. This is gonna be tough.
I'm not gonna. This is
gonna be tough for certain.
No. I'm not gonna.
It's gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough for certain women to swallow. Number 10 is gonna be tough for them to swallow. But Mike, we gotta do it. We gotta do it, Mike. So you gotta give him number 10.
Ladies, look.
You gotta give him number 10. Number 10 is the biggest reason why women are single today.
Ladies,
go ahead, Mike. Give him number 10.
Ladies, look. And it's not the only way, it's the best way to attract the one you're looking for. Once again, I said before, do not get this BBL thing. We don't like this. We value work because we gotta do it. Ladies, this obesity thing, being fat as fuck, looking like a beach ball in that Fashion Nova dress, is not it. Even if you're not 360. But if your body is not proportioned correctly or is not attractive, it doesn't need to be IG model level or whatever you feel is the high level. Just look healthy. That's all we're saying.
That's it.
All this, chunky up top, flat at the bottom, love handle hanging, and you just flat booty or thighs looking crazy, the stomach looking crazy, face around his head. Listen, we get it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you that I'm one man who understands. I'm one man who understands. You gotta go through emotional issues. You gotta go through hormone imbalances. You gotta go through all these different things.
pH imbalance.
I get all this.
The hormone, correct.
So I understand that. But what I do not understand is for men, for you to not put the time. You put time into those eyebrows. You put money into those lashes. You put money into the makeup. And then you squeeze all of the mess inside a pretty dress and expect the men that you want to just, hey,
accept it.
I'm not saying that it's the only way, but it increases and puts you in front.
It's crazy.
It puts you in front of the pack. We're not saying you need to be super fine. What we're saying is get to the best shape of your life, whatever you feel that is. Because I can guarantee most of the women that out here who feel they're cute, yeah, you might have a cute face sometimes, but that how you moving that around, that frame you got, is not. It ain't nothing that's stopping no traffic. It's nothing that's gonna be like, And not saying you have to stop traffic. My point is just to the man that you want, it ain't it.
Women
I was on this dating app one time, and I had women like 16 different women who liked me. 99% were all out of shape. Besides the fact they were not attractive, but out of shape to levels where it just was like the frame didn't even make sense. Like you're big up top, skinny on the bottom, big all over. You got some who just by the face they look crazy. Like it's just you got 3 chins, ladies. It goes a long way with self-confidence. I love women who lost 200 pounds, who lost 300 pounds, who lost 180 pounds. She's like a whole nother. Listen.
That's discipline.
Listen.
That's discipline.
There's a woman on Facebook.
Discipline.
I won't say her name, but I followed her for a few years, and I know she lost some. She done showed some before and afters, and the way she look now, I'm like, I'm talking about rings is the comments. I ain't dropping fire sign. I'm dropping ring. Like, God damn, she look good. It's because she took her health as priority, which means she put herself as priority.
Like, here's the problem.
That was attractive as fuck. That was, and I know the line right now, compared to what it was before, is wrapped around the corner for applications to try to get that attention. So all I'm saying is to get the options better for you. For the men who are astute, best in class. Why do you think the best cars look the best? It is important.
Mike is giving game, people.
All I'm gonna say there, just get in the best shape of your life. I'm not gonna tell you what that is, because there is no standard for me. but there should be one for you.
Women.
That's it.
I'm having y'all understand how serious the obesity is. Some of you, if you cut weight 20, 30 pounds, 50 pounds, some of you 100.
Y'all be the best thing smoking.
You just don't understand.
Some of y'all are so beautiful under all that.
It's gonna approach you.
Popeyes and all that other shit y'all eating. Listen, y'all so
they still eating like they in their 20s. Chicken wings every day, fried food, snacks, every restaurant, desserts. Let me get a dessert, please. You're in your 40s. Okay? In your 40s, the desserts have to slow down. You went to 3 restaurants for the month. Okay, you know what? I'm not doing the dessert tonight. It's 11 o'clock. You eat a cheesecake with whipped cream. No.
And if that's what you're going to do, be disciplined enough to say, I'm going to get my butt up in the morning and hit that.
I'm telling you right now, that's a problem, Mike. They eating cheesecakes, Mike.
Cravings are killing y'all. And I get it. Y'all get that once a month cycle. Y'all get cravings.
That's crazy,
I understand that. Listen,
bad bodies, Mike.
But here's the thing. I understand what y'all go through on that aspect, right? I'm going to give y'all that part of it because I think that has something to do with it. But what men are saying is it should be more. I shouldn't have to motivate you, or men should not have to motivate you to get in the best shape of your life. You should want to do it for you because y'all love to talk about independent, yourself. Show us that based on your gym membership. Yes. How often you walk into that spot?
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, right?
I'd rather you do work, school, gym than home.
I love that.
I'd rather you add that route into it and consistently add it to it. Meaning you're going there and you're not just going there to be there, but you're getting results. The waistline look crazy. The thighs is looking right. It's like hold on. Excuse me, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you, but
you're stuttering. That's how her friend crazy.
Because you just
her friend crazy.
And that's the best shape of your life. However, your body is going to design it based on how often you go. But you'll be surprised.
Mike, is it me? But look at the social media. Social media, a sloppy, bad body woman, she gets 5,000 likes.
I don't even want to talk about her. What's these comments talk about before
so
we
then the sloppiness of that bad body woman makes her feel, I'm thick. No, you bad body.
You're bad body.
You bad body.
It's some corny ones.
It's the corny, horny dudes that's making you feel you're bad. But if you so thick and men love you so much, why are you single? Yeah. Why no man wants you? Why no man going on his knee? Women, think about this. The reality is one thing. Social media is another. Get in shape, ladies. Here we go. We're going to take some comments. This is your boy Bobby. Today we're talking about 10 reasons why women are single. Don't forget this Tuesday night, man. And for a lot of you that's tuned in, make sure you get on Tuesday night. We're having our financial topics. I have my boy from Atlanta, Georgia in the building who owns several trucks. We'll be talking about the trucking industry, telling you a lot of gems about how he's making 6 to 7 figures a year. People, make sure you're on this Tuesday night. My boy Devin Lloyd is in the building, people. Let's go.
Let's go back to the top. I know we have some comments. Yeah, let's pick the good ones.
I'm gonna take a couple because we're already at 11:30.
Yeah, pick some of the good ones.
Great answer, Mike. Okay, cool. Great answer, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay, Martha the Boss is in the building.
What's up, Martha? How you doing?
I keep telling my friends the same that man can do what he wants to do, which is true.
Yeah, don't you can't control that. Don't go in thinking like that because you gonna.
Maggie says, Mike, you all right with me, baby? Okay.
I love you, man. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Dane says a woman showing interest in a man is not thirsty. It's no different than a woman showing interest in a job. Very true.
That's what I just said. That's the example I gave. Yes, same thing.
A woman will listen to her boss to keep her job, to do everything to keep her job, but won't do nothing to keep her man. That's the truth.
Which is more important.
That's the competition we're talking about. Women don't like to be competitive. They don't like to fight for what they want, especially when it makes sense.
You know, so crazy.
I ain't got time for that.
The fiercest woman I know where I work. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Companies, they the most fiercest. They at the top of everything. But when they come to go home.
Oh man, Rachel said this, and it's very true. Women with the worst friends got the most confidence. Rachel just hit a bullseye. What?
You need to go ahead and pin that if you can.
For real, like, you know how many women they got friend garbage.
Listen, I had a Facebook dating app, right? When it first came out. I had
something crazy.
Like I said, I had 16 likes. I'm thinking, ooh, let's see what's going on in here. I click like, I'm like,
come on.
And I'm talking about,
yeah,
I'm talking about like body's crazy. if their bodies ain't crazy, if they're not overweight, they look like they just came out of Shrek. I'm talking about like y'all the most confident in. There's a difference between confidence and cocky.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a difference between that.
Yeah, that's true.
Men understand rankings, but I feel like most women just feel like they just rank at the top no matter who they are. Like all y'all ain't Michelle Obama, man. Like let's get this out. Let's get this straight. All y'all are not Beyonce.
And you know what's crazy? Michelle's shaming young women. There's a lot of women, their body's so garbage.
Garbage, bro.
So garbage. And they got the worst attitude. You talking to their friend. I remember days I'm chopping up with your homegirl.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Wow. Don't you see we talking? The jealousy kicked in. Baby girl, you ain't even.
You're not even on the radar.
You ain't on the radar. Zip. They're like,
yeah, you fast food. I like fine dining. Yeah. I like organic. You know what I'm saying?
I like something that's tasteful.
Right.
Like it's like it is a lot of garbage frames in this world.
Yeah.
A lot of garbage frames.
90%.
And she's right. Like,
go to any dentist's office. Go to any at least front office dentist.
But I always had this belief.
Like, come on, y'all ladies. Like,
I always had this belief as men approach the women who look good first. So if I get rejected, it's like she bad. But when I get rejected by a garbage frame, I feel disappointed. Like my whole day was like, bruh. She don't even look good, frame garbage. I got tried.
Right, so you gotta go to boo.
People.
So you gotta go to the club.
oh no, for the men. Oh look, we're gonna close out with this. Men with the bellies. Look, men with the bellies. Y'all fall in the same category.
Yeah, of
wearing
course.
tight ass shit, knowing that you're supposed to be wearing it.
We know that.
Come on, man. Let's be real.
We know that. But ladies, let's not do that. Let's focus. Let's keep it. The focus is right on y'all.
They want to tell us something. They want.
No.
People, this is more about for Mentourme.com. Tonight we was talking about 10 reasons why women are single, and of course we gave you answers and resolutions to understand how to date better.
Correct.
This is more about for Mentourme.com alongside.
What Mike the Advisor. We appreciate y'all.
People, we love y'all. Appreciate the love every Thursday night. Don't forget this Tuesday night we got Devin Lloyd in the building with his transportation company, telling you about the trucking business, because I know a lot of y'all that jumped in the trucking business, and right now a lot of y'all upset because why? I'm not making money. The gas prices are high. But we're going to be talking about that this Tuesday night, Mentourme.com.
Appreciate y'all. What she said.